Hello!
And welcome back to another episode of
Millennial Movie Club. Boing.
My name is Jaz. I'm one of your hosts. And a fun fact about me is the first CD I ever owned was the soundtrack to Grease, the movie. Grease 1.
That's a good one. That's a good soundtrack.
Good soundtrack.
Yeah.
I got it with a little boombox at maybe that might have been like my 10th or 11th birthday. I wore that CD out. Yeah.
You was shamalama digga dinga dongin.
Oh, it was shoo bop shoo wada wada yippity dippity dip until that boombox exploded.
Shoo-opped right off the face of the earth.
Like, just kill me.
Please. Enough Olivia Newton-John.
Nah.
Were you lip syncing in your room to that?
Yeah. Also, like, I had talked about this on the podcast a really long time ago, but like girls or little children had like invisible friends. I had an invisible boyfriend, and it was Danny Zuko from Grease, and he lived in my vanity mirror. And I would talk to him, and I'd be like, oh, Danny, stop.
He lived in the vanity mirror?
Yeah.
That sounds like a Goosebumps book.
You're right. There's a chance that was real. There was just a demon trying to possess me. Like, let me out of this mirror and I'll be your boyfriend.
Dinga dong. That's the spell that got it out.
I was like, all I really want is a boyfriend.
Danny Zuko from Grease as a boyfriend makes me think of in Happy Endings when Penny brings the gay guy to that for a friend's wedding, and she's like, whose impression of straight is Danny Zuko from Grease?
Literally,
such a great line.
That show is so good. Canceled too soon.
I know.
Too soon. Go stream Happy Endings, okay? Out
so
there.
Good.
Anyway, who you be?
My name is Danny Zuko from Grease in the vanity mirror. I've come here to kill you.
You were my boyfriend all along.
Oh, and I lost my hair. I look different, Jazz. I'm sorry.
That was a wig. That was always a wig.
Okay.
No, my name is Jackson McClaskey.
You're the nerd in Grease.
I'm the nerd
You're
in Grease.
Eugene.
A fun fact about me is one of my first CDs was the Rent OBC, original Broadway cast.
Yeah.
2 CDs.
Yeah.
Basically he's my godfather, but he was my mom's godfather. We called him Uncle Bob. He was just like, he is still alive. God bless. Thank God.
Thank Bob.
Big supporter of the arts. Big supporter of the arts.
We love.
It came to every one of my shows growing up, but he bought me that. He was like, I took my daughter to see this when she was like 10, way too young.
Went right
and
over
he was
her
like,
head.
I think that you would like this. I was 10.
Yeah.
And I had like a 5-disc changer in my room. Those 2 discs sat in there.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Who do you think you are, barging in on me and my guitar?
Yeah. My mom had this My mom had the Rent soundtrack like on cassette.
Yeah.
My mom played that shit for me when I was in my car seat.
Hell yeah.
But my mom would rotate different Broadway shows just to make sure I would be a struggling actor when I got older.
Yeah.
Really getting my psyche. But I would start mixing the shows together in my mind, my little baby mind. I'd be like she would play Rent and then she would play Once on This Island.
Sure.
And I'd be like, for a long time, I thought at the end of Rent, Mimi died and turned into a tree.
Yeah. Mimi dies, and then it's like, Mama will provide.
yeah. I was like, wait, is that Joanne?
Who is this?
Who is that? Tango Maureen. Maureen is the goddess of what? Yeah, it was confusing.
This is why we tell the story. Like,
act up, fight AIDS.
AZT break.
AZT break.
Yeah.
That's good. Protect the theater. You know what I mean? Protect the arts. Support the arts. Act up, fight AIDS.
Speaking of underfunded things, the school in this movie is pretty underfunded.
What school is that? Yeah, that was a great segue. Look at Jackson starting to segue.
I'm like, what the hell does this have to do with what we're talking about? Well,
17 episodes in, Jackson's like, I'm going to start the segue. I think I'm ready.
I'm going to do a segue, just as dog shit at Jazz is.
Speaking of no money, there's a struggling college in this movie.
And what
What's
movie
the
is that?
movie?
Flubber! Flubber! Boing, bing, bing, bing,
Ding,
bing,
ding,
bing,
ding,
bing.
ding, 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 ding. We were inspired by last week's movie.
We were inspired by ourselves last week.
We inspired ourselves.
Okay.
And more specifically, Buffalo Bill, Ted Levine,
Mm-hmm.
finding out that he was in Flubber, we were like, let's do a back-to-back Ted Levine.
Literally. We were
Ted
like,
Levine double feature.
what should we do this week? I said, why don't we do Flubber?
Shoot.
Why is it so top of mind?
Is it a great big green blob?
Oh, a little bowling ball on my head, and my head hurts.
Oh my God. There's a lot of Ted. That's the most Ted Levine I've consumed ever.
Well,
In
one
that
time
short
I was
of
at
a
a party with him, and I consumed a lot, let me tell you.
You wish. Too scary.
Not for me.
I'm like Martha Stewart. I'm like, I cannot divorce you from your role. I'm just
sorry.
like, I cannot do this.
I'm sorry, Ted. I'm sure you're wonderful. That voice, though, could you imagine hearing that every morning? He's like, good morning, Jazz. You're like, Jesus, fuck. Oh, my God. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
Don't
It's
touch my skin.
it's my husband. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Just scared
Love
me.
you, babe. Love you, babe. I do love you. I love you. When's the last time you watched Flubber?
Oh, probably. I'm not kidding. Probably 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And like I mentioned to a couple people that we were doing Flubber, and they're like, I love Flubber. Love it.
Listen, I had the same feeling before I turned it on.
We wah.
Wee wah, wee wah.
In the seashore. No, when we talked last week, you said Ted Levine was in Flubber, and I was like, oh my God, I love Flubber. And
Fucking
you like,
love
we should do Flubber.
I was so excited to rewatch this movie because I remember watching it a lot
Yeah.
as a kid and absolutely freaking loving it.
The opening credits of this made me feel like a little like I was like, oh, I remember being a kid watching this.
Well, when the opening sequence started, I title sequence, credit sequence, I immediately got like tingly, happy, excited. And then I saw like Danny Elfman's name who does
My
the
king.
orchestration, and I was like, no wonder.
My man.
No wonder.
Danny Elfman's, I do hope that we do the OG Spider-Man. one
Oh,
day.
yeah. Good call.
His music, especially in Spider-Man, I listen to the farewell credits of Spider-Man all the time and cry.
Oh.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later. But yeah, I got all kinds of excited when this started. And then I was like, wait. Everything I
This is-
remembered about this was like, I barely remembered. Like, I kind of remembered like little touches here and there.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like some of it felt like I was watching it again for the first time.
Little plot points washed over me, and I was like, oh, I faintly remember this.
Yeah.
And then other things happened, and I was like,
The execution did not.
what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get into it. Let's set the scene, shall we?
Said it.
Professor Philip Brainard, get more original,
on.
is experimenting with new kinds of energy, and he thinks this project will save struggling Medfield College, where his girlfriend Sarah is president. But when he discovers a lively rubber-like substance dubbed Flubber, he gets so excited he absent-mindedly misses his own wedding. Sarah dumps him, so he tries to use his discovery to win her back. Unfortunately, the mischievous Flubber seems to have a mind of its own.
There is I will say, lack of plot in this movie.
Yeah.
They take about 25 minutes worth of plot, and they make it an hour and 37.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, indeed. But this is really freaking weird. And this was not planned. But we're watching Flubber yesterday, and I'm looking through. This is how I found it out, because I'm so scared of getting canceled one day when I'm famous, like all of these reality TV stars, when they're like somebody minds something they posted on Facebook from 2008.
Yeah.
That every day I go through my Facebook memories and I look just in case to make sure I didn't write anything weird, which I never did.
Just delete Facebook.
Yeah, they're not wrong. But anyway, this is I could walk down memory lane and get horrified by myself every day. There's a status of like, this one really hurts. R.I.P.
Oh.
Robin Williams. I'm like, we're watching this on the 11-year anniversary of his death.
Yeah.
Which is so crazy.
And you had texted me that yesterday, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, our minds, right?
Yes.
And then after watching this, I was like, we should have watched
We should have
something
honored
else
him with like
differently,
Goodwill Hunting or
'cause
something.
This is
We picked his worst movie ever
pretty bad.
to honor him.
And I'll talk about it, but like, even the charm of Robin Williams, like you can tell, I think he's phoning it in.
A lot of the reviews were like, this cast couldn't even save this movie. And what did we just say that about recently? Baby Geniuses. But they're like, Robin Williams seems tired in this one. Like and granted, he has he's an incredible actor. Like he has moments that touched me even in this.
Yeah.
But you could tell like the slapstick was
slapped
hard.
out.
Yeah,
It was.
the man had been slapped.
Yeah.
Speaking of Robin Williams, he is our main protagonist, Professor William Brainard. We, of course, know him from Aladdin, Jumanji, Good Will Hunting. Some fun facts about him. He was voted most humorous and least likely to succeed in school. And he loved Zelda, the video game, so much that he named his daughter Zelda because of it.
I knew that.
Yeah.
There is, and I don't know if this is true, but there are some comedians that talk about that, like, Robin would steal their jokes.
Oh,
and
interesting.
I don't want to besmirch. Of course, he is an incredible
Let's do
like
a smear campaign on
improviser.
This episode.
But it's just something that, like, as we grow and learn over time about people, it was just interesting to think that, like, yeah, probably.
During a time of comedy where people weren't just like doing bits and posting them online
Yeah.
as soon as they performed them, so there was proof. Like,
Yeah.
also, part of me thinks that the comedians at that time were so coked up and on so many drugs that sometimes they probably stole stuff, and sometimes they probably just went, "Oh,
I
that was
came up
my
with that."
idea."
Yeah, and you're
I
like,
was like,
No,
No.
there's holes in your brain.
You-
You watch me do that. They're like,
20 minutes ago, I
I
just
don't
came up
think
with
so.
an amazing joke. Like,
I got the best joke about being a woman. Wait,
wait.
you're not a woman.
Are you sure?
Are you sure? Smells like it.
Hello, ladies. So, playing opposite him, Marcia Gay Harden as his girlfriend Sarah, fiance.
She make me Marcia Gay harder.
Ooh, she's been around acting. I mean, on film and stage for a bajillion years. She's done so much. She won a Tony in 2009 for actress in a leading role for God of Carnage on Broadway.
Such a good show.
A fun fact about her: her father, brother, and ex-husband are
all the same
named,
person.
Well, they all
Wait.
have the same name,
No.
Thaddeus.
What? Her
Thaddeus.
father, brother,
her father,
and ex-husband.
brother, and ex-husband are all named Thaddeus. And I just think, I don't know that there is a world. I don't know how anybody could marry somebody that has the same name as their father.
Imagine this. Someone encouraged me to date someone with my same name.
No.
And they're like, just give him a chance. I'm like, I'm not dating my name is...
My name is Alice, and my husband's name is Alice. Can't do it. Cannot do it.
Just no, I can't do it. I'm sorry.
No, that's bizarre.
Like, I know some women who are like, oh, yeah, like, but he has my brother's name. And that kind of weirds me out.
Literally, when I was on dating apps, like, that was an automatic swipe left.
Yeah. And
If
my
you
friend
had
was
my
like,
father's name or my brother's name.
just give Jackson a chance. I said, no.
No, I'm trying to give this Jackson a chance.
Okay, I need to worry about me, myself, and I.
Okay. There's only room for one Jackson, and he's already taken a lot of work and energy.
Wow,
Yeah, no.
thanks.
For yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. For me, you're easy.
Yeah, I am.
You're
These legs are spread like peanut butter.
Ted Levine is also in this movie, as we mentioned.
Yeah.
And Clancy Brown, they were cast as the two villains as a comedic nod to the fact that they both played villains in the two most popular movies of the 90s. Levine, as we know, played Buffalo Bill in Silence of the Lambs, and Brown played Captain Byron Hadley in The Shawshank Redemption.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I watched it once
Okay.
because a man made me. Sometimes a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do to get laid. You know what I mean?
I'll watch this.
You think guys are the only ones watching The Bachelor to get laid? Okay. Sometimes a girl's got to watch The Shawshank Redemption.
The Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
So you can Shawshank someone's
That's
redemption.
right. I
Okay.
can Shaw spank. Anyway, and Weebo, precious Weebo. Weebo was really giving, like, I don't know. It was giving me like Wally vibes.
It made me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Weebo, his flying robot, which I'm like, why has he not already capitalized on the fact that he's created a sentient flying robot?
You know what? I did not think about that.
Why are we not cashing in on that to save the school?
He's like, Flubber has to save the school. It's like, bro, you've got a robot that can speak.
You made the first AI fuckbot. Okay? Wow.
And he's like, no, Flubber will save it.
Why are we don't need flying rubber.
No, the public can't know about that. That's just for me.
Yeah,
You're like, what's in there? And he's like,
Somebody wrote a review that was like, Weibo invented the first basically like reaction GIFs.
yeah.
And it's like, that is so true. Everything she did was like a little clip of something as a reaction. I was like, she was giving before any of us.
She was giving, and he probably was giving to her. The bottom of her was probably crusty and white. That's why he wouldn't let nobody know about her.
That's why she was so obsessed with him.
Uh-huh.
Yikes.
She's like, doctor, the things I've seen.
Doctor, auga, auga.
Boing,
Speaking of crusty white people, let's get into these reviews. Approved.
Yeah.
Thank you. Christine Dolan writes, how the whitest person's name of all time.
What did she say?
She said,
What does she work for someone? Or
oh,
she just said it?
She did. I forgot to write it down.
Corner. She was like,
Oopsie.
I'm Christine Dolan reporting from the corner, and I hated Flubber.
We zoom out. She's just like holding a mic with that's connected to nothing.
There's no camera crew. She's just like,
Like, oh, poor Christine.
I'm late to pick up my kids, but I had to tell you that I fucking hated this movie.
She really lost it after her husband left her for a flying robot.
Sorry, what did Christine say?
Christine said, Christine said, how you could have a proven script, a star with the kinetic improvisational genius of Robin Williams, and the best computer-generated effects money can buy, and still have created a movie that is dull. This dull is mind-boggling. And Christine,
speak on that.
she might be a crazy bitch on the street, but she knows what she's talking about.
All right. Monkeys at a typewriter are sometimes right.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the truth.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
This movie was not.
Also, she said something about state-of-the-art special effects. Some of these special effects, E.T., I was like, okay, like these are good. This, I was like, the car at one point when it comes out of the garage, like it is so miscombobulated with the background, and I was just like, this looks bad.
You can see like green screen particles on the
You can see
outside
people
of it.
holding the back of the car,
Look,
like
that's just flubber glow. Don't worry
No, that's
about
from
that,
the flubber.
that green pixelization.
that's the Flubber particle.
Originally, flubber was blue. They're like, we gotta
do something else. We gotta make it green. This whole movie's fucking green.
As you might imagine, Roger Ebert hated this movie.
Imagine he loved it. He's like, I was bouncing off my seat. There must have been Flubber on my seat because
Flubber
I
in
was
my
having
back pocket.
the time of my life.
Oh my God, no, he was infuriated. This is scathing. How absent-minded do you have to be before they call in the doctors to begin clinical testing?
Wow. He's talking about the people that made this movie too, not even the character.
Not even the absent-minded professor. Because, fun fact, this movie was based on an older movie called The Absent-Minded Professor.
Starring Fred McMurray, star of a lot of old Disney movies, including The Happiest Millionaire. I had a phase. This is going to be so dorky.
You're the weebo of this podcast.
I had a phase. Fun fact about me. When I was like a kid, I was a Disney adult, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Not a Disney kid.
Because you were watching the old-ass Disney stuff. Okay.
And I was like obsessed with the Disney lore, and like I had these books.
Were you watching like what's that one? Like the family that gets washed up on an island or some shit?
Swiss Family Robinson.
Swiss Family Robinson.
Of course.
Yeah.
Computer Who Wore Tennis Shoes. Happiest Millionaire. Like movies that Disney doesn't
Did
even.
you say the computer who wore tennis shoes?
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of that.
I believe it's Kurt Russell. As a young
Oh.
teenager, my mom found him so hot.
Of course.
But yeah, it's like basically he's like a computer that, like a kid that gets a computer like put in him. It's all, you know, but yeah.
Please save my son.
Please.
All we have is this computer we can stick in his brain.
But yeah, that's how I know Fred McMurray, who was in a bunch of this shit.
Yes.
If I'm speaking correctly. I may be be speaking out of my ass like Roger Ebert.
It's just what you remember as as a kid researching this with no internet. We'll find out. Somebody will slam us in the comments. Probably not. You guys are usually really nice to us, to be fair.
Like that guy who thinks you're Latina.
Right. So okay. I need to address this. We have been getting comments on the podcast from somebody who's like, my favorite Latina, and they don't believe I am commenting as the podcast in response, being like, no, she's actually not Latina.
She's a white person.
She's Greek and Russian. I'm so sorry to burst your bubble, but they're like fighting back, being like, you can say whatever you want.
You can deny your heritage all you want.
But I know her real last name, and she's Latina. You can whitewash this podcast all you want for the general public. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
They know it's really me behind the screen being like, she's not Latina.
I'm here to tell you I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not.
Trust me, she's not. I opened the season cabinet in the kitchen. There's just a bottle of Evian in there. There's not even salt.
A little bit of truffle salt, truffle oil.
But there's no seasoning. There's definitely white people in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I acknowledge my white privilege.
It smells like dog when she comes in from the rain.
It's because I'm coming in from the rain with my dog, okay?
Okay.
Anyway, let's move the scathing reviews off of me and back onto
Flubber. Flubber.
Roger Ebert
Know
writes.
her.
He writes, this question may occur to the more cynical audience members as they watch Flubber, since the movie's hero succeeds in forgetting his wedding day 3 times in a row. Flubber, the movie, seems to be made out of anti-Flubber. You drop it and it stays on the floor. Although the movie may appeal to kids in lower grades, not even kids in general, lower grades, it's pretty slow, flat, and dumb. Call me perverse, but just once for sheer novelty value. I'd like one of these movies to end with the hero losing the rights to his invention while the bad guy marries the girl and the school goes belly up. He was mad.
He was rooting for the villains.
He said burn it to the ground. Burn it all to the ground. Speaking of arsons, what's going on Letterboxd?
What does the Letterboxd people have to say? They probably love it.
It was a mixed bag. Some people were just like, a lot of people romanticized like his love for her. They were like quoting him, being like, I love you at a subatomic level or whatever. They thought that was cute.
Blech.
But here's my favorite collection. Sick Gnome writes, liked it when Flubber blew that man's asshole open.
Kinky.
Yeah. Jakey Trash writes, the Flubber literally blows out a man's asshole and he fucking dies.
He's all about the Flubber coming out of the man's asshole.
You bet. Because when I say they dominated the review section. And lastly, Bill Chambers, right? I want to talk about the moment where Christopher McDonald ingests the titular substance and it comes shooting out of his ass with such force that it leaves a crater in his pants. He then drops face down on the ground. He's dead, right? I presume the look of horror that follows from Robin Williams and Marcia Gay Harden is to indicate the blood streaming from his anus. Then they get married. End of review. This was the most memorable part for most of these reviewers. And to be fair, I gotta say, and of course I'll talk about him later, the actor who plays that part.
Who plays Flubber.
The actor who plays Flubber was like, that was really traumatic for me.
I've never been so deep in a character or someone's butthole.
Or someone else's character. Christopher McDonald is the name of that actor who plays like the bad guy who ingests the titular character, as he so aptly put it. Because fun fact, he was not going to take this part because he had just done Happy Gilmore and a lot of other roles where he's like, I feel like I'm getting pigeonholed into play like this exact
goofy
same
buffoon,
character of like the bad guy who's kind of like smarmy and rich white guy villain, right? And to be fair, his character's written badly. But when he found out that Robin Williams was going to play the lead, he was like, please let me do it because this might be my only opportunity to work with him. So this man ate shit just to work with the big dog. And I felt so bad for him during this scene of just like, this has got to be the dumbest thing anyone's ever directed you to do. Ever in your life, in your whole career, to this day. And he's done a lot of Adam Sandler.
Hey.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get on into the plot.
Yeah. We open on Professor Philip Brainard's wacky, kooky, crazy house full of all sorts of weird shit inventions that...
He kind of stole... I was little like... He kind of stole Pee-wee's breakfast making machine idea.
Oh, yeah. That breakfast looks nasty as well. Those pancakes look gross.
Really?
Yeah. Everything looks plastic.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably because they did that. Those pancakes have been sitting there for like 8 hours while they were like, ugh, the laser didn't cut the egg right down the middle. We got to do it again.
Covered in resin. And they're like, ugh, Robin, make sure you don't eat that. And he's like, I'm starving. The hair on my hands is starving. Please, I must feed my hairy body.
I thought of that again.
God, his hands are so hairy. The stuff inside his house is definitely an OSHA violation. It is. It would look like it would slice your finger off in a second.
He's constantly also like shattering, breaking. I'm like, where you keep getting new equipment?
Who's giving you new stuff?
Yeah.
The hardware store is like, oh my God, he's here.
He's here again.
Mr. Brainard.
Brainard.
Mr. Brain Chart
Use
is
your
here.
Brainard.
Weebo, his floating Roomba that talks and has a mini DVD screen in its head. Fails.
We never even said who plays her voice.
Oh.
We got sidetracked. Weebo's voice she's voiced by Jodie Benson, who also voiced the Little Mermaid.
Who's also the secretary in Enchanted. Remember that moment? Where she's like, is she okay? Oh, Jodie, Queen Jodie.
Queen Jodie.
Weebo, Jodie Benson, fails to remind him that he is supposed to get married today, right? And some nefarious is going on because every time he looks down, that's when she flashes that the wedding is... Because he's like, show me my schedule. He's like, something else was on there. We get the idea that this man is absent-minded, which... Okay. But like, to a point of...
The man's neurodiverse.
No, truly. Like, there's like amnesia going on, you know?
ADHD to the 10th degree.
Yeah. So then we get to see his girlfriend, Sarah, who is the president of the college where they work.
Yes.
She's being fit for a wedding dress on top of her desk while getting calls that the school is criminally underfunded.
Yes.
And telling her friend, her secretary,
her only friend,
that it is the third time that they're attempting to be married.
Yes.
Sarah, what do you see in this man?
Sarah, get up. Stand up. She's like, well, forgetting about our wedding one time, well, you know, anyone could do that. Second time?
But a third time? A third time?
A third time.
Your fiancé has forgotten about you and left you at the altar thrice?
Why do you keep inviting people?
No way.
Also, if I was one of the wedding guests, I would just be coming with popcorn.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'd be
there with
I'd
the
be placing
camcorder.
bets. I'd be like, oh, this is so fucking funny.
He's not showing up this time.
I'd be like, she's doing this to herself now.
Also, he sleeps in a twin bed and his house is a fucking mess. What do you see in him?
What do you see in this man? I'm also like, in the morning, when the movie first started, and I hear a female voice being, I remember that he was like, had a girlfriend, fiance. In the morning when his alarm goes off and there's a female voice being like, okay, are you getting out of bed? I imagine that would be his fiance who he lives with.
She's downstairs making him breakfast.
No,
they
don't
not
even
there.
live
They don't
together.
Well, yeah, well,
yeah, I don't know how you would
puritanical
live.
vibes.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah,
that is true.
They're not wed.
They're not. That's right. They're not wed.
And whose fault is that? His mind.
His mind. This man's too absent-minded to get laid.
The only reason I can think is that he's got some big hairy gorilla dick down there because, like, how is she putting up with this?
Right.
Like, first biggest plot hole that I'm like, no woman.
Or is she so smart she's playing the long game where she's like, this man's going to invent something that's going to make us
rich.
Filthy rich.
She's like, this man's going to be Jeff Bezos.
Correct.
But his arch nemesis, this guy named Wilson, comes to say hey when he's at the school. When he finally gets to school and he finally remembers, like it's at this point, it's like, how did the man remember where he works? Like
I like learning that it was based on the absent-minded professor. Then I was like, oh, he's basically kind of like a Mr. Magoo of science.
But plot-wise, this doesn't make him endearing to us. We don't care. No. I'm like, I don't care about this person.
He's just like going into the wrong classrooms to teach. He's like, he can't remember anything ever.
He can't remember people's names.
Right.
And it's like, this isn't the absent-minded professor. It's the amnesiac professor.
Truly.
Like he has a closed head injury, and they're like, he's just so goofy.
He's a savant.
He's so wacky. And it's like, no, there's something wrong.
There's something wrong there. Yeah.
Okay, call a doctor and not him. Because
No.
he'd probably give himself surgery.
So his nemesis comes to school.
His nemesis Wilson comes into the school and is like, yeah, I'm just here to steal something else of yours.
So
he's
heavy-handed.
And he goes, and this time, I'm going to steal your fiance. And he's like, oh.
It's kind of like this whole scene, I was like, ugh. That's when I knew it was going to be a bad movie. And I was like, no.
That's when you knew.
Yeah, it was pretty early on. I was like, I can forgive the hoogly-googly of the like, whoopsie. When the villain walks in and is like, I just spent the last 10 years of our career stealing your ideas. Now I'm going to steal your girlfriend. And it's like, why?
Why? Also, why are you telling me that?
I'm just bad because I'm bad. That's my whole character
Mm-hmm.
arc.
And they're like, what's the reasoning? He's like, I don't know. Now who's absent-minded?
Right.
It's clear that Weebo, his floating Roomba, wants to fuck him.
Yeah.
The R2-D2 head, and this is something as a kid, speaking of floating, went right over my head. This thing it's so heavy-handed.
It's giving Tinkerbell vibes from Hook.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's uncomfortable. I'm getting choked up how uncomfortable I am. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, where you're like, oh, wait, she does not like Sarah. But then she's purposely making him kind of miss his wedding.
Mm-hmm. She's watching Shirley MacLaine on TV be like, I want what's best for him, even if that's not me. And she's like, does not compute. Like,
yeah.
She's
obsessed with him.
A romantic.
But also, like, isn't he kind of her dad?
Yeah.
He created her.
Okay.
Weird.
But
so also, weird. We talked about this last week. It makes sense.
Daddy issues.
Yeah. Even robot ladies can have daddy issues.
Daddy malfunctions.
Robot ladies can do anything.
Yeah! So he misses his wedding because he blows up his basement.
Yeah.
Literally blows up the basement.
Correct.
And he's like, putting the neuron and the carbon date and all this boo-boo. And she's at the wedding completely by herself, just standing there. Marcia Gay Harden, like...
Silent tears.
And
there's a whole room of people.
Her parents are probably like, we can't keep doing this.
No.
Next time you need to invite us to something, just don't.
Her parents are probably, by that time,
dead.
Dead.
They're
like, we just wanted to see our little girl get married. They showed up to the first two weddings. And they were like, well.
She goes, you missed it again. My parents were here. They were skeletons in the front row.
Like, I blew their ashes. I dropped their ashes down the aisle like a flower girl. And I told you this is your last chance.
Because I didn't vacuum them up. But in the blown up basement, he discovers that he actually did what he's been, I guess, trying to do. That's not clear. I didn't know
what his goal was the whole time. And it seems like this was an accident because it's not like he was preparing for Flubber.
For Flubber. But what comes out is this like sentient green goo. Mm-hmm. Why does it need to have a mind of its own, but also not?
He puts his hair in it, so it's like got, I guess, some of his DNA.
Sure, so it's wacky and absent-minded.
Yeah, I guess so.
But it's not clear why the goo needs to be a character of itself. Just let it be like a kooky, or not kooky. Sorry, no. Let it be
a goo,
a bouncy goo.
Yeah.
He's like, wow, this like material. Why is it like purring and being like, that's weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's giving us like wacky sidekick vibes, but at the same time, we have Weeboo.
Right.
Weebo. You Weebo, I Weebo. We don't need more wacky sidekicks. We have a fucking spatula that's making eggs.
And in my mind, I'm like, okay, it would make sense if like Flubber took it upon itself to like save the day in some way by the
Yeah.
end of it.
No,
It does not.
it does not. It needs to be manipulated.
So why are we
make
making it a
purr?
character? Yeah, I don't know.
It's like a little kitty. Also, this premise could easily have been a horror movie, right? If you took away and recast this and just take the main plot.
It's called The Blob.
Period. Okay. Except this thing doesn't eat anybody.
Sad.
Well, it does tear through that man's asshole.
It eats its way out.
Flubber is highly bouncy, and Flubber, she does not like getting her picture taken. Okay.
No, bright lights.
Same. She was like, I'm not ready. The second that Weibo goes to take a picture, that thing goes cuckoo pants and flies out the basement window. Like just bouncing everywhere.
Ding, 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 ding.
And then doesn't stop bouncing and causes so much havoc throughout the neighborhood.
Throughout these poor white suburbanites.
They're like, oh my God, we're just middle class. We don't have money to repair every window in the neighborhood.
I don't have money for my son's therapy. This poor kid.
That little bit is cute. That
It is funny.
the same kid keeps
The dad
reoccurring.
keeps being like, nothing's going to get through your window. It's closed.
Stop crying about that.
Fun fact, the little boy actor who plays that part, his name is Benjamin Brock. He played young Robin Williams in What Dreams May Come.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good Robin Williams movie.
Right? Should have done it, maybe.
At least you got to do one good Robin Williams movie.
We didn't get any Ted Levine in What Dreams May Come, so we couldn't do it this week. Sadly.
Phil Brainard, the absent-minded professor, begs Sarah's forgiveness. Comes to her office. And if I were her, I wouldn't let you in the fucking door.
No.
You stood me up 3 times at the altar. And she's like, you have a lot of nerve coming here. What the fuck? You know what I'm pulling out from under my desk? A gun. I'm saying...
My boyfriend was sitting next to me watching the movie and he went, would you forgive me for forgetting our wedding if I had invented Flubber?
Would you?
No.
No.
Well, I was like, if you didn't show up because you blew yourself up inventing Flubber like one time, that would be a decent excuse. And then you had like a sentient being in your hand and you were severely burned and you were about to make us very rich, I would forgive you the first time. But if it had been if you had forgotten our wedding the first time and you had not invented Flubber, no.
No. The only way I would forgive you is at your grave because you blew up and couldn't be put back together. And that's why you missed the wedding.
That's right.
No.
But you've already signed over all your earthly possessions and bank accounts to me.
Mm-hmm. And then I pull Flubber out of my butt. Marcia Gay Harden's character is way too forgiving and he's absent-minded and she's too tender-hearted. Okay, give it up.
She's very like touched by his kind of, because she's does like, have this
he's so kooky crazy.
And he does have this kind of like childlike innocence and hope.
That's pedophilic. Like, girlfriend, you're taking advantage of someone who's mentally ill.
Kind of, yeah. But she's also unmarried and like 45 in this movie. So
they all, God bless them, like, and I kind of liked it about the movie. They all look their age. They all look older. Like, these aren't, we're not getting the absent-minded professor played by like Austin Butler.
Oh my God.
We're getting someone who would be a professor. You know what I mean? And it's like, everyone's got crow's feet. Everyone needs to rest a little bit more. I liked that.
Yes, yeah.
But the fact that she's like, no, I can't forgive you. And he goes, but wait, let me show you. I'm going to put Flubber in my back pocket and I'm going to jump out the window.
Oh my God.
And she goes, you're crazy. And then he does that, and Flubber, the little sentient bitch,
pops out of this man's pocket.
And he just falls backwards and
off like 3 stories.
You would be back broken.
My lower back hurt just watching that.
He's like, and she's like, don't ever come and contact me again. Slam.
Even though we work at the same college. Now I hope it gets shut down.
Even though you'll probably have to come to me about budget things. And I'll be like, no, you can't have any more money for your cookie crazy stuff.
You can't have any more glass beakers you keep blowing up in your basement.
And stop going in other professors' classrooms and teaching the first 5 minutes because you forget where you are.
Stop trying to take a peek at naked models.
Yeah, you sicko. Take a look at naked me after we get married.
God.
Now we meet legacy white kid Will Wheaton, who Bennett, whatever, no one cares about his name, who comes barging into daddy's door and is like, I got an F. I'm supposed to be getting A's because you paid for me to get A's.
You're funding this college and I got kicked off the basketball team.
And he's like, he does not like this kid at all.
No.
And Ted Levine and
Mr. Darcy.
Yeah.
I don't know what his last name is. It's Clancy Brown.
Clancy Brown.
I know there was an ANC, RC, whatever.
I think he wrote the whatever that
Tom Clancy.
Search for Red October.
Red October.
But he says, and I don't know what these two are doing, whatever. And he goes, well, we talked to that crazy kooky guy, but I don't think he understood.
Was he a great big fat chemistry professor?
Did he have a great big absent mind? And he's like, well, look, the dad, what is the dad's name? Chester. Chester says, well, we just got to get dirt on this guy. Everybody's got dirt, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's got a price.
Everybody's got a price.
That's what rich people think.
He doesn't have... If somebody who has principles, it just means they need more money.
Yeah. So he goes,
He's not wrong.
he has to be forced to change that shit to an A because my son has to go to Princeton or Harvard Business School. Okay. So the nutty professor, Eddie Murphy, which would have made this movie more interesting,
If Eddie Murphy played every role. Wait, what is that movie where he plays every role?
Nutty Professor.
Yes, you're right.
And also Christmas with the Clumps or...
The Crumps.
And Norbit.
Clumps,
There's
yeah.
so many movies where Eddie Professor plays everybody.
Eddie Professor.
Eddie Professor.
The Eddie Professor.
I'm just the Eddie Professor.
Yeah, so these two thugs are like, we're going to go intimidate this guy at his house.
They roll deep, and luckily his basement window's blown out and never fixed, so they get a good view of... the Dr. Professor Absent-Minded Brainard is rubbing Flubber into Nivea hand cream and then putting it on different objects.
And just watching them bounce around.
To probably stick up his butt. But he puts on the golf ball, and then one little thing, and the golf ball goes flying and then hits...
Hits one of them in the head.
Didn't see that coming.
And it goes up in the sky, and it comes back down and hits him in the head.
And then he puts on a bowling ball, and it does the exact same thing.
I'm sorry. That man would have been brained.
Dead. Also, that bowling ball is going up and hitting a 757. And it's like,
everyone's getting sucked out the bottom of a plane.
Mayday, a bowling ball hit us. And then it's coming back down. This man is
back down from the sky and
danger
hitting
to society.
him into... Yes.
Huh?
1,000%.
Remember when we used to get in trouble? They're like, you can't have laser pointers because if you shine them up in the sky, it'll ruin some...
A plane will crash.
This man is putting fucking flying goo on
starting
everything.
to think everything our parents told us was a lie.
A lie. Okay, let's go get laser
starting
pointers.
to think when my mom said her ice cream was too spicy for me to eat, that was a lie.
The ice cream wasn't spicy.
Just kidding.
She's
My mom let me eat all the ice cream I wanted.
It was my favorite flavor, jalapeno. And she goes, and you are not Latina, so you can't have this.
Oh, that's right. Only my mom is. Just kidding. She's not.
The professor puts Flubber, the two guys get knocked out.
Yeah, there's a lot of
wacky antics.
Schmackety.
The professor puts Flubber inside of what looks like a cement mixer and then puts that underneath the... Oh my God, someone's being murdered with Flubber outside.
Oh my God, somebody's dog is getting pulled into the well.
Was she a great big absent-minded professor? The professor puts Flubber inside of what looks like a cement mixer underneath the car hood of his car. And the car flies.
It's giving Aladdin vibes.
A whole new world.
Except he's taking
WeWork on the fucking car date.
WeWork.
And she's like, I'm afraid of heights. No, you're not.
I get car sick.
You're a liar. And then when they're up there, he shuts the car off to have like an intimate moment, probably to fuck the machine. And the car
falls out of the sky.
Also, the car goes crashing into the window of that little kid who is already terrorized.
Oh my God.
This
kid's going to have so many issues. This kid's going to tell somebody what he saw, and they're going to institutionalize him for life.
Kid is insane.
Yeah.
No, well, also, the flying car goes over Sarah's house because he's stalking her.
Oh, right.
And Wilson is putting the moves on Sarah.
That's right.
He's trying to get her wine drunk. And he's like, oh, another glass. And she goes, no, thanks. Also, you should leave. Because I need to cry about how I'm in love with someone who doesn't even have the bandwidth to know what my name is.
Correct.
So on his way out, he throws an apple.
Second time, Robin Williams throws fruit at the back of a man's head, trying to seduce the woman he loves. Name the first. Mrs. Doubtfire.
He throws fruit at Pierce Brosnan's head?
They're at the pool.
Yeah.
And he throws a fruit at the back of Pierce Brosnan's head, and it hits him, and he turns around. He's like, oh, I saw the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
It was a run by fruiting.
Yeah. At least Pierce Brosnan was like...
Hot.
Sally Field should be with him. And this, I'm like, what are you going to do with this guy?
I don't know.
What does he do for you? Remember your name?
Basically.
Yeah,
I mean, he's decent looking.
Remember where you live? How does the absent-minded professor remember where Sarah lives to drive the flying car?
He probably was there by accident, to be fair.
He was like, oh, Sarah lives
Oh, whoa,
here.
Sarah's house.
Uh-oh. So when he goes home, he realizes that, he's hurt because Sarah may be moving on without him. And Weebo, she 3D prints
Oh my God.
a woman.
She's like doing a little mix and match collaging on the computer, which at the time looked so high tech.
Oh, yeah. And
It
looking
was
back now, I'm
crazy.
like, okay.
She just cut up a bunch of 17 magazines and glued their faces together
And then 3D prints it so that it goes upstairs
as a hologram.
and gently caresses the sleeping Robin Williams.
She's like, what's the sluttiest 90s nightgown I can find?
She's like, let me put on this little Victoria's Secret negligee. And then goes up there.
Weebo makes herself into a woman, goes upstairs, sits on the bed while he's sleeping, almost kisses him. And then he wakes up.
He wakes up. He's like, oh,
Oh!
whoa.
I don't like blondes.
Oh, my God. Weebo, I know what I need to do. And she's like, you need to marry me?
Right.
He's like, no, I need to put
No,
Flubber.
this is human stuff.
Shut up.
Get out of here.
Shut up, you microchip. He goes, I need to put Flubber on the basketball game.
What?
And she's like, what?
This is how I'll win back Sarah. As I'll save the school by making our sports team better.
She's like, I was about to put my microchip ussy on you. And he's like, okay, it sounds like it hurts. The basketball team, because he then, when he goes home, him and Weebo put Flubber on tacks that then they paint over, so the paint wears off and then the Flubber will be there, whatever. Because the basketball team can't have supersonic abilities right from the jump.
Right. We got to warm up to that.
Right. He puts the tacks on the bottom of the shoes. We see this team.
I'm like, no wonder your school is failing.
This is a collegiate team.
This is your basketball team? Also, why was that guy so pissed about being kicked off this basketball team?
This team sucks.
They haven't won a game ever.
They're all 3 feet tall and they're wearing fucking safety goggles.
It's like the aliens in Space Jam before they drank the monster juice.
Truly. Also, it's a college. Where are all the good kids that you gave scholarships to because they're dumb as hell but good at basketball?
Right.
That makes no sense.
There was just one of them, I guess.
No, at one
that
point,
rich guy's son.
He tells the kind of heavyset kid, he goes, if you don't do well at this, you don't start jumping, I'm going to fail you out of my class. If you're a good basketball player, you're already failing science.
You're absolutely right.
Okay.
Yeah, this is weird. This is
logic
like
don't
college
make any
for
sense.
nerds.
Meanwhile, back at home, Weebo lets Flubber out. The actual Flubber, which also,
Why?
is he just pulling from Flubber every time to use parts of
Oh,
her? And she's just at home like,
Oh.
like she
Right.
seems to never get smaller.
Also, I like that you have gendered Flubber. You've been referring to Flubber as her.
Well, I think probably Flubber is she, they, and a pansexual.
I think so, based on the scene we're about to watch.
Flubber starts doing some sort of Mambo number 5, a little bit of Flubber
In my life.
In my life. This is charming as a kid,
Yeah.
bright lights and fun. I'm sure I
Yeah.
sat in front of that TV and I was like,
Yay!
yeah,
Get it, them.
go, you go,
You go,
girl,
they.
or whatever you are. The Flubber
There was a house party.
and splits itself into a bunch of pieces. And everyone's happy, and the one thing is wearing a Chiquita banana
The
hat.
machines are dancing together. Weebo singing.
Weebo singing. Then the Flubber splits itself into a bunch of pieces, and 2 of the pieces assume genders.
Yes.
Because the one Flubber is wearing a skirt.
And they are doing,
Like a tango, mamba,
yeah.
samba. They're fucking it up.
Yeah.
But what does this have to do with the rest of the movie besides making us all be like, woohoo, bright lights and fun?
Yay! It's like it wanted to be the scene from Matilda when she's like, ooh, and making everything like dance in the oven, everything opening, closing shelves.
Combined with the scene in The Mask when it's like, wow, but that's the mask at its full height that we're like, wow, this makes him kooky, crazy, and very confident.
Yeah.
This is just like,
We're just watching some green
goo,
goo
have fun.
dance a little bit.
It's like if you give a Flubber a cookie. Like,
It's going to split itself into 2 different genders and dance with itself.
because
And
there are
then-
2 genders, and that's
And
it.
then the last move of it is going to be those 2 genders combining into a super gender.
So strange. What is going on?
It's a lot. There's a lot happening. Meanwhile, he's at the school basketball game, sitting right behind
Sarah
Sarah and Wilson on a date.
And he's like, oh my God, what a coincidence.
What a coincidence.
He's like, just watch the court. These kids start to go crazy.
Ape shit.
They are jumping, and it's the last, 30 seconds of the game? Something like that. They're jumping around doing flips. The kid goes through the basketball hoop, and they win the game. Absolutely insane.
Ever. And everyone is just like, wow, they finally got good.
And the one other coach is like, what the hell?
There's some illegal shit going on here.
And the ref is like, there's nothing in the rule books against jumping high. Sit down. Jumping high? Huh?
These kids are on strings. What's happening?
It's like as if crickets suddenly became human. That's how they're jumping. What the hell?
They're all being simultaneously abducted by aliens.
And they're just like...
And everyone's just like, oh, I knew we could do it. We love an underdog story.
It's because we believed in them.
Clap your hands if you believe in these nerds.
It's like, no, they're on serious steroids.
Yeah.
Check their balls.
Something's
They're probably tiny.
on. And so, of course, like he's like, well, they won the game thanks to me.
Yeah, he steps outside and he tells Sarah, he's like, Sarah, look, that's because of me. It's because of Flubber. And she's like...
She said...
You really have some nerve, or whatever she says.
She said something like, you're remarkable.
You're remarkable. She's like, you really thought that would make me damp?
Okay, what does that have to do with me?
She's like, you know where you can put that, Flubber? On my heart to make it beat for you again. That's a good line, though.
That is a good line.
Too bad the ambulance in the background is ruining that. But if I wrote this movie...
Somebody laughed so hard at that joke, they died,
They
Jackson.
died.
Good job.
Oops. But if I wrote this movie, I'd put that in there.
Oof.
And I'd change everything else about it.
Right. So he goes home and he is devastated because I guess he really thought that was going to be the ticket.
Yeah. And he tells Weewo. He tells the ambulance in the background. He says... He drops what everyone on Letterboxd was saying was actually a really nice line, that he was like, it was really her. Now,
I'm not absent-minded because I'm selfish or self-involved or whatever. I'm absent-minded because I'm in love with Sarah.
No.
I don't think so.
Wrong.
I don't think that's true at all.
You're absent-minded because you got dropped on your head as a baby, and instead of becoming a serial killer, you just got dumb.
You've been inhaling chemicals in your basement.
Okay. Yeah, you keep eating fucking ethanol, and you're dying. And Sarah... Because she watched that Shirley MacLaine clip, realizes...
Weebo.
What is her name?
Weebo.
Oh, Weewo, yeah.
You said Sarah.
Okay, who cares?
His robot girlfriend, not his real life girlfriend.
Not his real life girlfriend.
She feels really sad for him.
And she also can record.
Yeah.
Okay. So she's recording that. Mm-hmm. She realizes what she has to do.
She has to make the ultimate sacrifice.
She's a liar because she said she gets motion sickness in the car. She don't get motion sickness when she's cruising the streets looking for Sarah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that kind of makes sense. You could get car sick in a car, but not motion sickness when you run.
No. I don't think so. That logic doesn't make sense.
I don't know science. What am I talking about?
She rolls up and shines a flashlight into Sarah's house like the Golden State Killer, waking her up. And
for
she's
a
like,
second, there was a little part of me hoping this was going to be a trap. It's like, she goes into her window and she's like, I have to show you something.
It's a gun.
It's a video.
I'm going to kill you.
It's a video. And there was a second where she's showing Sarah the video of him talking about how much he loves her, but I thought she was going to maybe like AI.
Edit it.
She's like, I'm not absent-minded because Sarah's a bitch.
Sarah's a bitch and I love Weewo. She's like, look, I hate to break it to you, sister.
Hate to break it to you, but you should move away.
But she actually shows her the video of him confessing his love, and then they lesbian kiss.
This was
hot.
Interesting to me on many levels. I just wasn't sure why.
I was turned on.
If Weewo had been a boy, right? Like a lovable sidekick like his robot butler, right? Yeah. I could totally see her grabbing the robot and giving it a little kiss on the cheek and being like...
Or on the forehead, right?
If
she like tilted it down. She kissed this thing full on the mouth.
If we're going to humanize this weeboo and it's like, you know... in a movie where like two women are, you know, really in love with the same man and she comes up and a woman goes up to the other woman and it's like, he loves you. I give up. You guys should be together.
It would be weird if they kissed.
And that woman kissed her. Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That was bizarre.
Yeah. That was strange. And that's something I forgot as a kid. I didn't know that happened.
No, I had no recollection of that.
Chester.
Well, wait. Sarah immediately goes over to his house, wakes him up in his sleep,
mounts
she has a key. Him.
You have a key this whole time, and you're not like just rolling deep before your wedding to be like, get the fuck
Let's
in the
go.
car.
We're getting in the car.
Yeah.
Well, you're not supposed to see each other. It's bad luck.
She's not serious about him then. Because I would have rolled up and been like, hey,
We got to go.
I'm putting handcuffs on you
You're
until we
not
get
embarrassing me a third time
married. No. Okay.
before you embarrass me for the rest of our lives together.
You're going to meet my best friend, Shotgun. Chester Honecker, that's the rich people's last name, offers to buy Flubber, right, for the price of saving the school. Something that's missed, because I missed it.
Yes.
I guess he's
He's been funding the school.
but also given the professor a loan?
No.
Because later on he says, like,
I think it's the school.
okay.
He wanted to save the school by paying off the school's debt
Yeah.
back to this guy.
Okay. That makes more sense. Because then they start talking about a loan, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
Because
I think.
the professor and Sarah go for a WeWo car ride in the sky, and she's like, oh my God, this is beautiful. I'd be shitting bricks. Every other invention of yours has fucking blown up. Why
also,
am I in a car?
Yeah, this man isn't not reliable.
No. And she's like, this could save the school. And he's like,
Yeah,
and she's
Flubber.
like,
She's like, no,
dumbass,
a
flying car.
They roll up to Ford.
Well, when they pull back into the garage is when
He's
they're like,
the
surprise.
bad guy's there. We're gonna buy Flubber from you, and he's like,
He's
not
like, no,
selling.
we're gonna do it on our own.
We'll get you your money.
They roll up to General Motors and Ford and everybody else, and the secretary's like, that weird wacky kooky guy that you were on the phone with is here to see you. And he's
Tell
like,
him to fuck off.
tell him I'm fucking you because you're my secretary. And she's like, well, no, he's right outside the window.
Tell him to watch.
Tell him we're gonna put on a show.
He's in the window with a for sale sign, being like, "You want to buy this flying car or not?"
And the guy's
like, "Hell yeah!
Hell
I'll
yeah.
pay you $10 bajillion dollars."
So, oh yeah,
So they get home from this massive sale.
they go home and someone has broken into the house to steal Flubber, and they
Skin it and wear the skin.
They're
For a
she
super-
a great big green amoebas, Bob.
Super bouncy skin suit.
Super bouncy skin suit. Would you fuck me? I'd bounce on me. They kill Weeble.
Kill Weeble. Weebo is
Weebo.
like going out. I mean, she's knocking them out. She's like slamming into their heads and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he just takes a baseball bat and slams the shit out of this robot.
Yeah. And here's the thing. I wanted to not be affected by this.
Yeah,
I was
me
like,
too.
this is so corny and shitty. But then when Robin Williams picks it up, and Danny Elfman's music starts playing. I didn't cry. I didn't go that far. But I was like, I was touched by this.
I was touched by it.
And he's
He
like,
gets
it's okay.
home, He's holding. It's the way he is taking care of her in her final moments.
Well, and this is the thing. Williams is an incredible actor. A lot of comedians are really great actors, right? Because
Yes.
they have sadness in them,
Yes.
right? They have depth.
Hello.
There's a great sadness in this room.
There's so much sadness between the two of us right now, and that's why we're so funny. Just know
Because
that.
I'm holding in a fart. Williams, this movie doesn't really give him an opportunity to like Jumanji does, like Hook, right? Like Mrs. Doubtfire, that explores the depth. Because I think a lot of the most fun and funny movies have moments where we're like, oh right, like life is funny and sad at the same time.
Yeah.
Right?
Also, he's more likable as a protagonist in those movies.
Yeah.
In this one, we like him, but he's kind of annoying because he's so brainless.
Yeah.
Like,
This gives us like a brief moment of that, right?
his humanity is really
But then she like flashes something on her screen, and he's like, "What was
like
that?"
flirt or something.
The word is
What is it?
stork.
Oh, a real word.
Yeah.
Got it. Stork. Oh, stork.
Stork.
Like a baby's.
Like a baby.
Yeah.
And Marcia Gay Harden is like, "What was that word?" And he's like, "I don't know." And then he goes to his computer and types in stork, and it's a video of Weebo
in her human form.
in her Victoria's Secret negligee, and she's like, "Hello, Robin Williams. I know you built me with your hairy hands, and if you're watching this, I'm dead.
But I was also pregnant.
But I was pregnant with the layout of how to make me again."
I knew you weren't gonna ever remember to write down how you made this sentient flying robot. So I wrote it down for you.
But I also changed some things to make me better and sexier.
A little bit of me and a little bit of you. It's our child.
So strange.
So strange.
So strange. This is a children's movie.
It's just still her looking at Sarah like,
Bitch, I will
you're
kill
not
you.
having a kid with him, are you?
You're all dried
old
up.
musty bitch.
Yo, bag. I'm a good old new microchip. So, the professor and Sarah go to the house to sell Flubber to Chester. They say, look.
Oh, well, I mean, not really, because Flubber has been taken.
Right. Oh,
They steal it.
That's why they broke in the house.
Yeah, they steal Flubber, and then so they're like, all right, let's gear up. They get all their accoutrement, and they go over to his mansion to be like, okay, fine, we'll sell it to you.
Under the guise that they're going to sell it to Chester.
They're like, why would I buy something I already have?
It's in the next room. And he goes, and also, if I sell it, or if I buy it from you, I want everything that you invent for the next 2 years. And Sarah's like, that's not fair. Mind you, she's like bouncing her leg and it's kind of going up. And you're like, oh my God, there's something up their sleeve.
They're covered in Flubber.
Also, the flying cars outside, which at a certain point they walk through.
Hovering, like it also has a mind of its own.
They walk through the hallway that is glass. And both of them, not inconspicuously, look up like this.
Up at this guy. And the car is hovering, flying, following them.
Ted Levine, whatever. I guess they have bowling ball brain damage because they don't look up. They're like,
nobody else does. They're like, what are they looking at?
Guess they're so impressed. They've never seen a glass ceiling before. It's like, no, there's a fucking car flying above them.
She's a woman. Of course she's seen a glass ceiling before.
Okay. She's been trying to break it, but she's too busy chasing a man.
She's the president of a college, and she still needs to fucking pay off a rich white guy.
All right.
So they're like, he's like, you could never handle, you don't know how to handle it.
And he's like, well, I've got someone who might be able to.
Wilson.
The bowling ball. Oh, no. What is it? It's a volleyball.
Oh, yeah, it's volleyball. too many balls in this movie.
Too many balls. But Wilson is there, and he's like, I couldn't pass up a fucking opportunity to take advantage of one more of your inventions.
But it's very, what does he
Flubbery.
say? It's like, I forget the word he uses, but it's like in science when like it's very like unpredictable and you can't really control it and all of that.
Yeah.
So he's like, well, I'm gonna have to show you how to handle it.
He takes the Flubber out and he has it in his hand, and that's when he presses the button to make the car headlights go out because the car is right outside the window.
And the light makes Flubber go crazy.
Crazy. She doesn't like being in the spotlight. Flubber goes cuckoo crazy. Him and Sarah start jumping around like the end of a, I don't know, music video, and they're flying.
Bouncing all over the house.
Dancing on the ceiling.
Yep.
Going crazy.
Bow, boing.
She starts punching Wilson in the face, and because she has Flubber on her hands, she's like,
yep. So they're, knocking out the bad guys. They're getting hit in the face with all sorts of rich guy paraphernalia.
And that's when homeboy eats the Flubber.
Flies into Wilson's mouth, and I gotta hand it to him. He committed to the bit. He committed to the bit of like pretending that Flubber was going through all of his intestines. I mean, like, hey, go, you, oh.
And then flies out his butt.
Flies out of his butt.
And by this reasoning, too, any time that Flubber had been on your hands and you go to eat something, there's Flubber inside of you, molecularly, like a microplastic.
For sure, yeah.
This movie makes no sense.
All your organs are like ding, 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 ding against each other.
As a scientist, I don't approve of this movie. Okay.
As a professional movie critic, scientist.
Flubologist.
Roger Ebert knew it. It makes no sense.
Mm-hmm. I'm with Roger on this one.
Flubologist.
So they win and get Flubber back.
They're rich.
Sure.
And
they get married.
This I cannot abide. I cannot abide. We're back at their wedding day. He's got his ridiculous wedding hat on, whatever's going on. This man video chats into his wedding.
She kisses the top of the new weeboo. Her daughter boo.
We bet is what it's named.
Is it really?
Yes.
How do you know that?
I don't remember. I read it.
They say that? Oh.
I read it somewhere.
Well, they get married, and then
he again does not show up.
No, he's not there. That's how the bar is in hell. And she's like, you know what? It's him or nobody. Just
FaceTime in. He's like, sorry, I had to keep working on more shit in my basement for... what?
Does she move into that house?
Oof.
She's like,
I'm going to keep my place.
I have a box of things.
I'm like Carrie in Sex and the City. I just don't want to give up my place.
I love my place, and your place is full of junk.
Where will I keep all my shoes? And where will you keep all your dangerous chemicals?
Spatulas that move.
I like to cook my own breakfast in my home.
Okay. I like my eggs a certain way, and I don't think your robot knows that. They get in the car and, like the end of Grease, fly off into the distance.
We'll always
Be together. Our daughter is a robot.
And our Flubber son, boy, girl, child. But it's like very much like, well, for one, that poor little traumatized kid is on a flight.
They're on their way to Disney World or whatever, and the
he's
dad's
like, nothing can get you up here.
You're up here. The only thing that's going on up here is me fucking the stewardess in the bathroom.
And the kid opens the window. He sees them flying in the car. They're waving. He closes the window and looks at his dad like, I'm going to murder you.
And then the Flubber flies towards the kid because the Flubber has a vendetta against the little boy.
This kid, yeah.
And the daughter, the Weebette.
It's like, I'm not sharing a room with him when we get home. He's annoying. I hate him. You're my parents now.
That's horrible. And that's Flubber, a movie that a few people I talked to were like, I love Flubber.
Y'all did not remember.
Rewatch that.
So many of the reviews in Letterboxd were, I wish I had not rewatched it in my 30s.
Yeah.
I wish I had maintained that this was a good movie.
This could have lived in our heads as something that we both were like, oh, loved Flubber.
A treasure.
Literally a week ago, both of us sat here and we were like, we should do Flubber.
We should do Flubber. Let's do it next week. We can't wait.
Oh.
We literally can't wait. Ebad.
How would you rate and summate Flub hair?
I don't even want to say it aged poorly because it didn't age poorly. It was poorly and we aged.
Ooh, that's deep.
Thank you.
Yeah, come on, Roger Ebert.
Roger Weebet. It doesn't make us root for the protagonist enough.
If at all.
Yeah. Only in the moments where like he's really giving his genuine Robin Williams emotion, which like I love. It's the humor in it is too slapsticky for me. Mm-hmm. There are no really there's no clever humor throughout the entire film. His girlfriend is also somebody we cannot root for because she's just as much an idiot for putting up with all this. Mm-hmm. And none of it, it's just, I needed some part of this rooted in reality.
Yeah.
Like, whether it be, and maybe the only part of it was the emotional depth of Weibo. Yeah. Honestly. Her storyline is the only grounded thing that, besides the fact that also she's in love with him, but like, yeah, that's like the only thing that you can connect to on a human level, and she's not a human. So, all's that to say, I'm going to give this one 4 blown out buttholes out of 10.
Wow.
Yeah. What about you?
I wish, like that Letterboxd reviewer said, that we would have left it in the past because I did have an affection for it. I remember very vividly the bright green Robin Williams hard VCR cover, like the plastic one, right? It's just not good.
It's not good.
It's really not good. And it doesn't make use of the charm of Robin Williams enough.
No.
It gets old very quickly. Yes. It, unlike Flubber that keeps bouncing once you hit it, like this doesn't keep bouncing at all. Mm-mm. I like Marcia Gay Harden. I want to see her in more things.
For sure.
I will give this movie 2 out of 10 beat up R2-D2 heads.
Yeah.
Just not good.
It's not good.
No.
But you know what? We watched it so that you don't have to.
And we had fun talking about it.
We did, didn't we?
We always have fun.
We had a nice time today.
Yeah.
My dog didn't.
Uh-oh.
Chained up in the bedroom. But
chained up to the radiator. But you know how you can have fun? Not you, but you at home. Mm-hmm. You can subscribe. You can in person, you can do this nowadays. You can tell a friend and be like, I have friends that do a podcast and I think you'd really like it.
Yes. If you and a friend are chatting about movies or whatever, or you have a movie that you love and want us to talk about, please let us know. We would love to cover that movie for you.
If you get an email from a friend that's like, hey, I want to do like an email chain, and stop it right there and be like, no, you should listen to my friend's podcast. If you like
nostalgia, do it in a good, healthy, not annoying way by listening to this podcast. In fact, I challenge you, listener, share an episode of our podcast via text to one of your friends right now.
Right now, while you're driving.
Don't wait, because you'll forget. Like I forget everything I'm supposed to do unless I write it down.
All right, absent-minded professor.
Professor.
Should we say that next week we won't be here?
So, as some of you might know, it's the summertime. At least right now. You could be listening to this months from now.
Yeah.
Right now, it's the summertime. Jackson and I, respectively, are going to be doing a little summer traveling. So, unfortunately, we will be on hiatus for just next week.
Just next week.
Next week, read a book and miss us a little bit. You know what I mean?
Distance makes the heart grow fonder.
That's right. So we won't be on next week, but we will be back next week and every week after that until we die.
Wow.
At the same time holding hands.
Oh, okay. I feel like I can't say no to that on camera. But thank you for being here.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for flubbing.
Thanks for doing this pod with me. I love you at a subatomic level.
I love you. There's flubber in my heart for you.
Boing.
Boing.
Bye.
Bye.